Finally Friday, and it's Weather for Weather Geeks time. We're wrapping up a busy week in the weather department. We've had snow, we've had rain, we've had some flooding problems, we've had power outages, we've had wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour. We had thunderstorms the other night. Today, it just kind of turned into kind of a miserable end of the day with the wind kicking up and a little bit of rain and some falling temperatures as well. But before the temperature started falling today, we did hit 49 this afternoon. Now, that's still below average, but it's better than yesterday, certainly. So far through the first 6 days of the month, 4 cooler than average days and 2 warmer than average days earlier on this week. Those seem like a distant memory, that is for sure. All right, so 49 locally today. Look at the big difference across the region today. 57 New Philly to Pittsburgh, only 47 in Cleveland, 43 in Erie, and Buffalo is stuck in the 30s. So, yeah, there was a front sprawled out across our region today, and we were kind of right along that front. So we weren't as cold as some, but we weren't as warm or mild as some others. Look at the wind over the last several hours, though. It has really been kicking up since about midday. Gusted to 40 at 4 o'clock and 41 during the 6 o'clock hour, and the 7 o'clock hour is back down to 24. It's a nasty wind, with a little bit of rain falling. It's kind of that stinging rain. I sound like Forrest Gump here, a little bit of stinging rain. And it's not fun to be outside, and certainly it was not great to be up at the Indians home opener earlier on today. Thankfully they pulled out the victory, but everyone was certainly bundled up at Progressive Field. Wind chills in the 7 o'clock hour, 28 locally, 32 in Cleveland. Again, look at the difference from north to south. Pittsburgh, the wind chill is pretty negligible. It's in the 50s. But you drive an hour north to Youngstown, and our wind chill is in the 20s. A little bit of light rain falling out there as we speak here when I recorded this at about 7:15. But not far to our north, there's probably a few wet snowflakes trying to mix in Ashtabula County, Crawford County, PA, and up over the lake as well. And this process will continue over the next several hours. As the air mass cools, we'll start to see the rain transition over into a little bit of snow. All right, severe weather, not locally this evening, but tornado watch out for parts of eastern Texas, Louisiana, over towards Jackson, Mississippi, Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex under a severe thunderstorm watch this evening. And yeah, pretty good cluster of showers and storms here, including a couple of severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings in parts of the deep south. All of that mess stays to our south. We don't have to worry about that for the weekend. Again, tonight, we'll see this transition over from a nuisance, annoying light rain to a nuisance, annoying light snow later on this evening. We're not really looking for any impacts from this snow as we go through the late evening. And then the light snow should taper to flurries and pretty much be out of here by morning. I think this is overdoing it a little bit, keeping a little blue around at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. I doubt that is really all that realistic. Again, accumulations, it might have a little dusting on some windshields or a few grassy surfaces. That's about it. Again, impacts will be pretty minimal. Big picture for the first half of the weekend, 37. That's it tomorrow. That's 19 degrees below average for the 7th day of April. We are looking for 12 hours and 58 minutes of daylight, gaining between 2 and 3 minutes of daylight per day right now. And again, notice the sunrises are before 7 o'clock, and within a few days, our sunsets will be at and beyond or after 8 o'clock. And it'll be that way, of course, for the rest of the spring and a good chunk of the summer as well. All right, so tomorrow we'll see an increase in sunshine as we get into the afternoon, but it's going to be fairly ineffective. This is an impressively cold air mass. When the sun is out in April, the sun's as strong now as it is in late August, early September. It's hard to keep the temperature in the mid-30s, but that shows you how strong this Arctic air mass will be. We've added a flurry to our forecast for Sunday morning. It's not going to be anything of any consequence, but there could be a few snowflakes flying around, some clouds around. I think we'll get into some sun as we head towards the afternoon, and high pressure builds overhead. And then the models have definitely weakened this next system. The most recent run of the modeling shows very little precipitation with this. On Monday, could be a sprinkle or a flurry. That's about it. The bigger story is it's going to be cold again. No higher than the lower 40s Monday afternoon. All right, so backing up and taking a look at kind of the overall forecast for the weekend here. 37 both days, maybe a flurry Sunday morning. Both afternoons should be fairly sunny and thankfully not as windy as it is out there late this afternoon and this evening. All right, here comes the much advertised warm-up as we head towards the end of next week and into early next weekend. I think we'll probably flirt with, if not exceed 60, and if some of the warmest model ideas work out, if the weekend front next weekend is slow enough, we might even flirt with 70 on Saturday. Right now our forecast is 62 Friday and probably mid-60s on Saturday. So, maybe 8, 9, 10 degrees above average. Now, that's not going to last long. It is going to cool off behind that next front, but the pattern from right here and beyond, while chilly-ish, will almost certainly not be as harshly cold as the current air mass is, with a few days in a row where it's 18, 19 degrees below average. We're probably not going to see that again. And so if I were a betting man, smart money is on this weekend being our coldest weekend overall until late next fall. I don't know if I'd put real money on that, but I'd say the odds are tilting in that direction. So, yeah, overall, we're not going to bust out of the overall coolish pattern anytime real soon. There'll be some warmer days here and there like we're going to see next Friday and Saturday, but I also don't think that we're going to see a rerun of the type of harsh cold that we are seeing right now again this spring. So we'll see if I have pie on my face with that prediction later on this season. Thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks this week. It's been a busy week weather-wise. Next week looks like a calmer week, thankfully. Hope you have a great weekend. Check out Andrew and AJ's forecasts on air and online throughout the course of the weekend.